Gentleman's recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I want to thank my friend for yielding, but most of all, I want to thank you for waiting here hour after hour after hour as our friends who couldn't get their show in order, broke arms, broke knees, did whatever you had to do to bring this to the floor. Thank you for being here and making sure that things were done appropriately in a procedural way. Madam Speaker, we have purportedly a $3 billion package in two different parts in front of us today. We're not going to talk a lot about the first part of the package, the so-called infrastructure package, but I want to talk about it because it didn't come through the Rules Committee, didn't need to, not going to be subject for much debate here, but we ought to talk about it. Now, of the two bills that we're purportedly going to deal with, it's the better of the two, but it's abominable. It's unpaid for. The CBO has told us it's $400 billion, $398 to be precise. The Senate process that produced it did not go through the Committee of Jurisdiction. Worst of all, it's the most egregious surrender of House prerogatives I've seen in my time here. Not come through any committee. We've not had anything to do with it. We're just going to simply accept what a few senators negotiated and went through and call it a victory and call it bipartisan. It's nothing of the support. Worse than that is the bill that this rule is to advance. That's the so-called BBB bill. Now, my friends call it the Build Back Better bill. I call it the bad, bad, bad bill. It's been cobbled together in a convoluted process of missed deadlines, broken promises, and legislative sleight of hand. The defects are almost, Madam Speaker, too many to mention. And my friends will say it's paid for. It's not. Quite frankly, they have about $1.5 billion of revenue as far as we can tell, and they have, quote unquote, $1.75 trillion, excuse me, I said billion, trillion dollars of expenditures. But they intend to make every program here, programs they have for a year or 3 years or 5 years, permanent. So if you add them all together, it's a minimum of $4 trillion with a $1.5 trillion of revenue. So it's an outrageously unbalanced bill. Some of my friends are going to vote for this because it has immigration in it. Really? That immigration, frankly, will not survive the Senate parliamentarian, and everybody on your side knows it. Some of them are going to vote for it because it has state and local tax reform. A nice way of saying, my gosh, tax breaks for millionaires and billionaires in blue states. That, too, by the way, will probably be changed in the United States Senate if you believe Senator Sanders and Senator Warren and look at what they have to say about this thing. Finally, we have some people that say, well, I'm going to vote for it because, it's just the right thing to do. It's the wrong thing to do for the American people. The bill will, frankly, I would.
Additional 30 seconds.
Thank you. Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I thank my friend. This bill, by the way, will not get better in the Senate. When it was sold to your side, you were told we're not going to move ahead until we have an agreement the Senate will accept. The Senate won't accept this bill. We're going to send it over there, and a few senators are going to write it and send it right back. And if you don't like it now, you're going to like it less when it gets here. So we should defeat the rule. We should defeat the infrastructure package, and when it comes, we should defeat the bad, bad, bad bill. And with that, Madam Speaker, I yield back.
Members are